Alright there. It's that old Tyke, Yorkie, and the Chihuahua who's still hiding behind me sleeping. It's like when I did the setup for this thing. Taking you back to Galarian. For some more Wrath of the Righteous. Well, when last we left it, we'd set up our character. Good old Vita Mortis. Who is a bit of a hothead, priestess, whatever you want to call it. Of dual life and death and chaotic. So, that being the case, let's go. Let's get back into it. Right. We have to, simple stuff. Basic play stuff at the moment, just to take care of some background. Can interact with various objects, yeah. We know. There we go. What about 100 paces? You can do it. Great, get in bullseye. Yep, that was nice. Now then. What about doing this one over here? I took my weapons off me. I was injured by demons or something. I don't know what. And a dragon healed me. Didn't sleep good last night. Talking. Alright. There you go. Bam, right in the jaw. Ha ha. You call that a punch? Here, let me show you how to do it. That don't sound good. That don't sound good at all.
Crusader gods, behold Iomane, you poor imposter. Your city will fall to me. Your followers will feed my hunger.
Oh, they're big buggers. Alright, let's get into them. Oh bugger, they took my weapons. Come on. Get me down there, I can at least try healing and stuff.
Discari, Lord of Locusts, leave
it's Dragon Lady.
City.
Kenabres. Well, Torrential left. There she is a dragon.
Let the feast begin.
Well, that did a lot of bloody good, didn't it? We got a right Boba Fett here.
Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone.
Yeah, I noticed that.
What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If fleeing's your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
Screw that, let me in at him. And by the way, I say Boba Fett because he was meant to be this really massive, wonderful bounty hunter too. Got 5 lines in the trilogy, and one of them was to quote Deadpool in Epic Rap Battles of History. Yeah, even he did better than her. Alright, who is Discari?
You must have got a good drum around the head, friend. Discari's a demon lord. The most fearsome enemy of all Crusaders and all living things, come to think of it.
I've seen you some
Yeah,
before.
you have. You owe me your life. I'm the one who found you outside the walls and brought you inside to be healed.
Oh, well, thanks, mate.
I see they've patched you up. Good thing they did it before the attack, or else you'd have been done for.
What's the situation?
Who knows?
We
Everything's
can't
on fire,
kind of see.
crashing down around our ears. Place is crawling with demons. Looks like a whole army attacked the city. We're sitting ducks.
Yeah, can't lend me a weapon.
Sure thing. Here, take this. Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a demon lord even.
Nice.
Good luck. Try not to get eaten now.
All right. We got a crossbow. I didn't know priests use crossbows. Yes, this one does. There's the bugger. Let me at him. Let me at him. Let me at him.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts.
Uh-oh. missed me.
Behold the death I sow.
Or maybe not. Down a tunnel, in a tube, on the floor. No, sorry. Here's a look on the song.
The silver dragon Tyrendelev, the defender of Kenabres, fell in battle. Hardly
Can't even call it a battle.
surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Discari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
Alright, so here we are, down a tunnel in a tube, as I said. We can injure people, we can heal people. Most will do healing, probably. Shield of Faith. 1 minute per level. And we got 1 Bless. Do we have anything else? Yes. We got Resistance. We got Light. We got Virtue. We got Guidance. And we got a simple tap spell. Do I have any weapons at all? Oh, I got a crossbow. Can I use it? Yes, I can. Not really what I want to use,
Move
but...
out!
Is there anything else down here? Not these two.
Oh, holy mother of...
A woman with messy brown hair winces in pain, uttering a stream of curses through clenched teeth. She's pinned to the ground. I got the weighty boulders. That's not good.
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole.
Tell me.
But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
The young woman in knight's armour studies the rocks intently, clearly trying to work out how to move them.
I feel them all right. One say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Tyrendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you?
Nah.
Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
Well, yeah. Spotting you, the knight reaches for her sheathed weapon, but after scrutinizing your face momentarily, raise her hand in greeting. Let's see. Athletics 12, that'd need 14. Knowledge World 12, that'd need 11. Diplomacy, it'd be evil. See, I got to stay kinda neutral. It looks, and that's gonna fail. That's got a decent chance of failing.
Yeah, sure thing. Look, you don't owe us anything, after all. Here, take this. It's all I got. Now do me a favor and get me out of here.
Yeah, I've showered. I've still got
itchy
sleep dirt in my eye. Alright, so the knight opens her mouth to object, but the wounded woman stops her and retrieves a coin from the inside of her pocket. Alright. Bombed an evil action. Gold times 200, that's nice. We get her out of there now. Summoning all your strength, you managed to lift the rocks up enough to free the wounded woman from the rubble.
Damn it all. I think it's broken.
That's not good.
Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Anevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming.
No, I don't think anyone did.
I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
That's what I just said.
Well, I'm Sela. Paladin by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendeb and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now. I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city.
Well, don't then.
Kenabres has lost the protection of Tyrendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomade's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Kenabres will never give in. Simple as.
Like her attitude.
We've introduced ourselves. What about you?
Just keep my name.
Good to meet you. Now, tell us all about yourself.
Whoa, girl.
Yeah.
Slow down. Exchanging names is enough for now. We don't have time to be swapping life stories.
Yep.
We need to find a way out of here.
Yep.
Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
Yeah,
To
that sounds like it.
summarize, there are 3 of us with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon.
All right. Oh, we've got 2 characters at least. The other one's just wandering around
Head
with us.
on!
Loop. Let's have a look what we got. We have a heavy mace. That'd be useful. We have a light shield. That'd be useful. We have gold iron trident. That could be useful for someone. Not for me. We have 2 of them. We have a flail. I can't use it though. We have a cloak of resistance. I'm having that. We have a longsword and we have a short spear. What about you? What are you using? Just a longsword. The trident does what? 1 to 8, so it's 5 to 12. That's also 5 to 12, but that's cold iron, so have that, will you? There we go.
I lead, you follow.
Oh yeah.
Move on.
Since we're down the tunnel, put light on her. Someone else down here.
Who's there?
The fine apparel of this young half-elf woman is torn and stained with blood, dust and dirt. However, she holds herself with such dignity you'd be forgiven for thinking you were at a high society party, and not in the dank catacombs under the city. Her fingers grip her rapier hilt with confidence, ready to draw it at a moment's notice, and at her feet lies a dead body so mutilated that at first glance it's hard to tell if it's an animal or human. What have you bloody done to them?
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
Ooh, I meant to call her Vita Mortis, but I put Vita Mortis. Never mind.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city?
They
thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendelev, I can't wrap my head around it.
Well, there's not much to wrap your head around. She ain't even got a head anymore. The girl relaxes slightly, but she keeps her hand on a sheathed weapon. Her self-control falters for a moment, and you glimpse the fear beneath the mask of perfect placidity. She licks her lips nervously. Not many could withstand a strike from a demon lord, not even
I can't
Terendelev.
argue with that. We're fortunate to be alive, albeit underground.
Daskari himself has come to Kenabres. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Terendelev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
Anivia shakes her head.
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose.
Camellia finishes Anivia's thought with ruthless precision. What happened to this poor man? What did you do to... who is he?
I don't know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him.
Sure you did.
But he was already dead, sadly.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone
It
far.
might be stood right there, you know. Ooh. Alright, it might be stood right there. So, Sealer's eyes warily scan the area.
Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashniel, the egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
You want to join us?
Certainly. Survivors should stick together.
No, we'll need to keep moving.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right
now.
now.
With you, Neve. Just check something. Alright. We have Masterwork Dagger. Who cares? Let's see what we can do with this. Hold shift to freely move. I'm actually okay with it. Actually, no. That works. Because we're all going to be melee there. Lighting! Yeah, we've got lighting. Don't worry about it. Oh, bugs!
Save the last one for me.
Next!
Right, what we got here? We have armor 1. I'm wearing armor 3. You're wearing armor 7. You're wearing armor 4.
Well?
Why don't you heal yourself? Oh yeah. Gas fly.
Heart quickens.
Yeah, turn-based mode. Sealer.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
He's down. That looks like a tunnel that way.
Let me draw the first blood. I'll cut you wide open.
Die! Let's hear you cry.
Sealer.
Into the fray. No glory without risk.
You missed.
The spirits demand your blood.
I'm not demanding very highly right now. Oh, there's another one. Vita, get yourself properly working, will you?
Run them through!
Yeah, that's all well and good, but you're not going to do that unless you move a bit faster, are you? Get moving, girl!
The light take you. Huh?
That's them down.
You are today's sacrifice.
Out of my way!
Missed.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
There we are. Someone down here. Oh, what's that? Well, first off, I think she's a priestess too, ain't she? Spirit hunter. You can have that. You can have one of them. What is it you're holding there? Shield of Faith. Yeah, well. And you can have that. And I've got Cure Light Wounds and Bless. All good. That. Braces of armor. These braces grant their wearer a bonus of +1 just if they're wearing armor. Like most bonuses, an armor bonus does not stack with armor bonuses from different sources. Right, so there's no point in taking it because we've got because it doesn't stack with armor, does it? Such as bonuses from wearing armor or from mate. No. There's no point in worrying about that because it's not good to us. Now, if we get a mage or something like that, it might be, you know, someone who can't wear armor. Flight!
They will break against our resolve.
Can you charge him by any chance? Yes, you can. Didn't quite do enough, did you? But you got there.
Go for their hearts!
He's dead.
Die!
Into the fray!
You're bloody well missed.
I'll cut you wide open!
You didn't know. Oh, skeleton.
Do not fear! Do not waver!
Alright then. Here he comes.
My wounds pile
Ow.
on.
That hurts a little.
The light! Take you!
That hurt him too.
The spirits demand your blood.
Well, that's a little bit of healing. A lot. You're down though. Hey up, we got someone.
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
You struggle to make out the man's features in the gloom. As soon as he steps into the circle of light, however, you realise that you've never encountered a creature like this before. How can we went from man to creature, you ableist bugger? The stranger looks like the work of a vivisectionist who attempted to stitch together a lizard and a man.
Wenduak!
The man notices you and freezes. The curling arm protruding from his head casts a malevolent shadow. That's interpretation, that is. It casts a shadow over this cave wall. Oh, it's Spider-Woman.
Did you find it? Who is that?
The woman looks just as strange as a companion. Like a cross between a cat and a spider. Oh, it's Spider-Cat Woman then. Okay. When she catches sight of you, she immediately drops into a fighting stance. Her movements reveal the lethal grace of wild predator.
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait.
What bloody hell are you
They
talking
might
about?
know what's going on up there.
And stops her with a gesture. Demons are laying waste
If
to
things are
Kenabres.
as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
Man's expression hardens.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Kenabres. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
What is this place?
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
Oh yeah?
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
What are you doing here?
That's none of your
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground crusaders to take up arms. If we get the holy sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
Alright.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
Oh, we're all special snowflakes.
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
He chuckles. Wendu shrugs and turns away. Maze, does it really lead to the surface?
There are other ways up, but they are far from here, and after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the underground crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
Okay.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
His eyes are filled with genuine concern.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times.
If people don't listen.
But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
You hear the hint of emotion in Wendwag's voice for the first time. A sword of holy flames, how did it end up down here?
It came here with its owner. A long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
Oh, okay.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock.
You need King Arthur,
and
mate.
No one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Lan, watch your tongue.
We'll find the sword faster if we work together.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
All right. Deal.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other.
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface?
You're a whiny bugger, aren't you, Gwendolyn? All right, well, let's get to it, shall we?
Now what is
Loot.
that?
Load of crap by the look of it.
I found...
More loot.
Something.
Load of crap that I can sell at a vendor. Room looks like an improved museum. Improvised museum, rather.
Pay attention. What do we have
We
here?
got loot. Load of crap. We got loot. Crap.
What's
Over
that
there?
We got loot. More vendor crap. We got loot. More of the same.
Move out! Now, what is that? What do we have here?
Got loot. What's this? Pearls. Cast them before swine. Oh, this one's got a gear on it. It must be special. Oh, there's something that looks swordy. A sword. Radiant energy too. Let's go. Day 15, month of Ordus 8, year 4715. A strange flash pierces the gloom, and Vita Morris, should be Mortis here, feels drops of searing blood run down her chest. The wound, healed by Tyrendelev, reopens and weeps scarlet, but there's no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber. There is one, this one or another entirely. Vita Morris's heartbeat quickens, and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into her mind. Thoughts all that clearly belong to another. Treachery. They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I swore to help, swore to protect, the people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. Where there they are, up ahead in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I'm about to die from their traitorous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join in with the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have my strength, I must... While recognising the foreign origin of these thoughts, Vita Morris intuits that she can control them somehow. Let's try to... call out the traitors. Get the buggers. The voice, trembling with pain and rage, carries to the furthest reach of the cave ceiling in this strange vision. Why? Why did you betray me and your comrades? Why did the servants of the abyss tempt you? Or what did this tempt you with? Blurred shapes, the face of several mortals, bleed into existence. One of them a young elf, with his hair twisted into a knot. Response to the accusation. You and your goddess have given us nothing, Lariel. Nothing. The Lord Descari will give us everything. You're a gullible fool, you know that, don't you? And there is no power in the world that will stop his advance. The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster like a rushing river, and images flash by one another. A priestess in colourful robes observing the stars, a young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword, a majestic golden-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clear. Only if you're willing, and only if you're ready, there is no going back. There in the vision, the darkness of the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears within its depths, a vague shadow and outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow. The sound, piercing like hot irons, lancing through flesh and stone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in a death throes. The yawning chest wound burns white hot. Vita Morris's head pounds with pain. It's no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called Lariel sent this vision, or the one unlucky enough to receive it. See, Will 10, that should be easy to pass. Knowledge Arcana 10, that should be easy to pass. We'll go for Will. I don't need to roll a 1. The force of the attack, though originating in a vision, is terrifying. But Vita Morris is stronger. She shakes off the pain and torpor, but alas, the one who sent the vision cannot claim the same. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real. It exists only in the strange vision or memory. But the thrill or fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of Discari. Come here, you bugger! Let's go for round 2. The terrifying demon lord. In a movement as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they call Ariel. The foolish angel, struggling on the rocks like a fly with its wings torn off, intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young, then old, and quivering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of heaven? A strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called Lariel. He recognises who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicoloured sparks, like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash! The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Larian's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips his sword and with his last burst of strength plunges it into the rock. Vita Morris senses that the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing, like a river running dry. The last thing she hears is this: "You will kill me, monster. This I know. But one day someone will come here and raise up my sword, and I will raise it up and punish evildoers and traitors." The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colours. Vita Morris does not hear the final words, but she seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from her lips, and with them, something else. The heat blazing in Vita Morris's chest fades away. The edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Vita Morris sees a flaming sword in her hand, or rather its outline. The memory of what the sword looked like, with a final surge of warm and searing light. The sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into her hand. Vita Morris senses that it will return. All she needs to do is call it. There we go. See what they've got to say.
Hey! Are you alright? You were kinda glowing just now.
Seela kneels before the light, offering up a prayer to Imerde.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
Lan looks at you dumbfounded.
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
Wonderwag frowns. I think I saw the memories of Lariel, the angel who died here.
That really was Lariel? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it, and now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Now, Wendowog, don't be a sore loser. She is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before her, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff, because she doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that.
Lan nods towards you.
I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
It seems I can control it. See?
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing! Heaven has truly blessed you.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Wendowag stares at the divine light as if transfixed.
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Sol needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Kenabres.
Glenn looks at you pleadingly. Lead us to your chief and I'll decide if I'm going to help you or not.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
And that is a good place to end it for now. I'm back with more of this tomorrow. So, hang on. There we go. So, that's it for now. We'll be back with this tomorrow. There's links around to other things on the channel that you might enjoy. Give them a try, why not? There's a like and a sub if you use them, you help us grow. And you can see we're new. Please do help us. It'll help us a lot. And if you drop me a line in comments, then of course I'll respond. So, this is your old mate, that Tyke, Yorkie. And back here, starting to wake up, the Chihuahua. To the anon.